It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
And this is extra work, extra funny, because we're on vacation, but we record up these things so you have fresh podcast material.
And the one they heard yesterday was, if I remember correctly, was really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to live up to it again today.
Mm-hmm.
Or just live off the laurels. And
replay it.
Bullshit are you talking about?
Yeah, and so we do this as a normal version of the podcast. We don't change up the format or anything of it. Because when I listen to people, and I do listen to certain podcasts religiously, I like certain podcasts, but when the person is gone and they're not doing, their same, live up to date information, they'll play something that has been recorded at a different time, and it's a certain, like a bit we would call it or whatever, and whoever is producing it goes in and puts so many goofy sound effects in it, and like I would actually like to hear what the person is saying, like I do on their normal. I mean, I'm talking about like political podcasts and things.
What do you mean goofy?
And they
noises?
put goofy sounds and and then those clips of sound bites like they do on memes a lot of times, where they'll get take a person who's actually talking into the camera, and then they'll all of a sudden flash to a quick line from a movie, and I think
I know the podcast you're talking about that I listen to also. It's super annoying. I
cannot take it.
So it doesn't have that kind of tone when they're live?
Not at all.
No.
Not even a little bit.
That's the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, because the day whenever he's gone, they do these fun, they're like more loose, abbreviated things they could record. Yeah. So it's new content, but they add stuff into it, and I wish they wouldn't, because I hate it.
And I wonder if he even knows that they do that, because he's gone. He's probably not listening to it. Yeah. He probably doesn't even know that some college kid back there playing with the equipment.
That's so strange.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, we're not doing that shit.
That's right. No. Damn right we're not.
I mean, we're sitting here running our much, much less successful podcast the way it always runs.
Yeah, maybe we should take some notes.
Yeah.
You want me to put some weird noises in there?
Nah.
Yeah,
Well, it wouldn't matter to me. I'm not listening to it anyway. So
It'd be funny.
We're not even in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's not funny.
Here we are talking about how his shit sucks. He's got about a bajillion more people downloading it than we do.
So people are still talking about the revelation a couple of weeks ago of Rob saying that he actually thinks it's stupid when he and his girlfriend are in her car and she needs gas. It would be stupid for somebody to think that he should be the one to get out and pump the gas. So he sits in the car while she does it. But there's never, said, well, she needs to know how to do it. Well, he's admitted she knows how to do it. So after the first time, once she's done it once, then she knows how to do it. So that's out. Well, but you never just think that you might do it just to be nice.
No.
Why?
I mean, if she needed me to do it, I'll do it.
But you never think of anything first to go, I think I'll just do this because it'll be nice.
I might bring her a donut or something if I think she might want one.
But never the thought of, you stay in the car, let me do this time.
No.
Mm-mm.
What else do you do just on your own without provocation that's nice?
I mean, I'll take out the trash if it's full.
Well, that doesn't count.
Wash the
dishes. Because that's both of your trash.
Well,
you
know.
Well, you're asking him. Let him.
I know, but I'm telling him those don't count. I know I asked him. That doesn't mean I got to accept it.
Well, we're trying to get him in a comfortable space where he's talking about things he does.
He's comfortable. He doesn't give a shit. He's like, think what you want about me. I'm not helping her pump gas.
It's stupid.
Mm-hmm. So what else? Okay, what else then?
The way you received those, you're going to tell me that when I wash the towels without being prompted, it's also not the same.
Right, because you're benefiting from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just something like specifically to be nice to her that you don't benefit from at all.
I make sure that stupid dog gets fed.
Okay.
Okay, now I
hates the dog.
see where we are. The fact that he refuses to be nice and pump her gas for her is a displaced reaction to her keeping that dog and making him have to live with that bad dog. He's taking it out on her subconsciously by not doing anything nice for her.
Yeah, that's it.
Because he's automatically associating the fact that she won't find another place to put that dog that's disrupting their entire lives and mainly bothering him. So she's not being nice to him. He won't be nice to her.
She did say the other week, she said, why are you coming home in such a bad mood? And he said, oh, I'm in a bad mood because of the blanking dogs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's evident in that house that he's in a bad mood and it's because of the dogs.
Right.
And she knows that and he knows that. And he's told her that.
Right. And then this is his way of lashing out.
Maybe.
I will tell you that the day before that this podcast was recorded, at night when we were about to go to bed, she said something about the dog, and I said, I hate that damn dog. And she goes, well, I hate a lot of things. And I said, well, you don't have to live with those. And then we didn't say any more things.
You didn't say like what?
What?
You didn't say like what do you mean? What do you hate?
No, because I knew immediately. Well, she said, well, I hate a lot of people and a lot of things. And I said, well, you don't have to live with those.
Oh, okay. She just meant in general. I thought she meant about you.
No.
That's how I would have interpreted it. If I said, I hate those dogs, and she goes, well, there's a lot of things I hate. I would have taken that as, there's a lot of things I don't like about you.
Well, say one.
Yeah.
Say one right
and
now.
that's how things, explode.
See, and therein lies my problem in relationship.
Yeah,
Well,
you would've
Tell
been
me
like,
what you hate.
Tell me what you hate about the shit that I do around here.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
No, it wasn't like that. I don't think. I mean, it could have been. I just didn't take it as such.
Good.
Now, in
always
your
take it as
in your mind and all, Rob, does the dog bother you more and more every day?
Yeah.
That you have to look at it and you're like, and have to deal with it, and every time you have to put it in a separate, like let it out into a certain part of the house and then put the other one away in a different part of the house.
Yeah, and you saying that made me remember what we were talking about the dog for, because I said in the morning. Because in the morning I let the dog. I've been letting the dog out to get in the bed with her, the one that's in the smaller crate, because they switch crates every once in a while. But the smaller crate is more cramped, so I usually let that dog out to get a little freedom in the morning. But I said I'm not letting that damn dog out anymore. It's going to be the other dog every time.
Yeah,
right,
because that
Michael
other
Vick.
one's a shithead.
She didn't like that.
Yeah. Well,
hey.
you should just say, hey, Meredith, why don't you just be honest and say you're never going to get rid of the dog?
Well, I'm not. If she ever said, I think she knows if she ever said it, it would just set me off.
That was the mistake, because she said,
Yeah.
we're going to work on getting rid of it. She should have never said that, because now Rob's just like, when are you going to get rid of it? When are you going to get rid of it?
Rob, if she
should have
did,
said she's never going to give it
if
up.
she did say, I've decided I'm not giving that dog up, would that substantially affect the future of the relationship?
I think so.
Really?
Because then she just lied right to my face.
You lied to my damn face.
Yeah. Well, maybe she
Right
didn't mean.
to it.
Maybe at the time she meant she was going to get rid of it, but now over time she's realized I can get rid of it.
Nobody's worthy.
No, she didn't mean it. She said it to get him off,
don't know
off her
that.
back.
She might
I
not-
guarantee you she did.
She might have meant
Because
it.
I wouldn't have done that either. But I would have said it in the moment when he's getting super pissed. I'd be like, well, okay, we'll find, a place. But it's just to, calm it down before things escalate. But they're going to, you're just putting off the inevitable. Because Rob's just getting more mad about it.
Yeah, very. And he's not wrong.
And he's also just acknowledged that it could be the end of the relationship if things.
It ain't good.
Is your cousin still holding your bedroom over there at the old place?
Yeah, we'll see.
I got a guest bedroom if you need a spot.
I appreciate it.
There's a damn dog over there,
There's
too.
a dog there, but there's only one dog.
Yeah, I mean, and he's not as annoying as that dog, I'm sure. Because that'd
So-
be effing impossible.
So is the other dog that's the the good dog? Is that yours? Your dog or hers?
We got both of these dogs together.
Oh,
It was
okay.
my mistake to say, well, maybe we need to get her a friend. And that was, I always tell her, the worst mistake of my life.
Yeah,
The
she's
worst.
always going to come back to that and go, well, you're the one that said get it.
Yep.
It wasn't even my idea. And now you're
Yep.
demanding that it go somewhere that may not even be the best possible home. And
I've long said that is the worst mistake of my entire life.
Saying those words?
Yes. And getting that dog, the whole process is the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Because you wouldn't have that dog if you hadn't said, maybe we should get it on.
I saw how much joy that other dog brought her. I was like, man, she'd really love it because she grew up in a house with multiple dogs all the time. So I thought, she would really love to have another dog, and I think I could deal with it. And I was wrong. I can't deal with it.
thus, the lesson you learn
I know.
that you still carry out is don't do anything nice for Meredith. Because the last time you did, it literally bit you.
It blew up in my effing face.
It bit your hand.
It literally bit you.
You
Love
got a yard?
Yeah, we got a yard.
Is that gate pretty secure?
Yeah.
Did somebody ever forget to close it all the
Close
way?
that gate? Yeah.
That crossed your mind?
Well, it has. I wouldn't actually do it. Two reasons. One, she'd be so mad at me. But the second is there's a camera pointing right at that gate. So
But I mean, what if you just kept the dog outside? Make it an outside dog.
no, she ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna stand for that either. And also, if you leave the dog in anywhere without any attention, it just barks nonstop until you give it attention.
Brother.
So the neighbors also would be upset.
I'm going to get a dog walk for that thing. Just exercise the crap out of it and it'll fall asleep.
That is not true.
no?
Because it has been like Meredith takes it to like her mom's house from time to time and lets her just run around and play in the yard the whole day, and she'll come home and still have just as much energy.
Real.
Yeah. Put it on a clothesline.
Yeah. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
That's crazy. You got a real problem on your hands.
Yep.
Yeah, you're in a tough spot.
It's a problem that I put myself in. I understand, but
Real pickle.
it's also bugging the shit out of me.
You're gonna need a bigger
Yeah.
house.
And I mean, it's fixable.
That's
the frustrating thing.
Well,
It is
yeah.
fixable.
It's not going to be fixed, but it's fixable.
Right. There is a solution. It's just not one that she wants to hear.
Well, perhaps. Well, the only other solution I can think of is get a bigger house. You have to buy a new house, like with a bigger yard or a bigger house or something. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the dog craves constant attention. So.
Yeah, well, that's true. You're right.
Separate house is what I'm thinking.
There you go. Hey, maybe that's your solution.
Yeah, what if you break up and just move out and then all your problems are solved? Get another house.
Sounds great. I mean, I think we've come to the conclusion that I have to just be gone.
One of you has to go. I would hate to see that, but
Yeah, but don't go home and say that to her. Hey, I was talking to Ace and TJ and Riggins, and we've really come to the conclusion I'm just going to have to go.
I don't see a solution other than this at this point. So
No,
sorry.
for once, I'm the one that's not saying you got to get out of there.
what are you saying?
I'm just saying that that you just for the dog, or maybe if you went and found a lot of people that she could vet and say, all right, you have no excuse now. There's no reason. You said you're getting rid of the dog. I found all these places that are perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That are willing to take the dog.
You're right. That's going to be the thing. He's going to have to do all the legwork now to force her hand into getting rid of that dog.
Because I've brought up many times, I said, we can just take her to a pound.
Do you think
That's
if you
not helpful.
Yeah, but if you find a good home for her, Rob, do you think that Meredith will actually decide to let the dog go? And if so, afterwards, will she be cool about it, or will it be a lot of moping and mentioning that how much you miss the dog kind of thing?
I think she'll find something wrong with anything that is presented.
Yeah.
So no matter how good the home is that you find for the dog, there's always going to be a problem.
I think so, but it's gonna. If she finds someone that's willing to take the dog, I'm gonna pressure the shit out of her to take it.
Would it be? Is it out of the realm of possibility that while Meredith is at work one day, she comes home and you say, "I took the dog and found a great home for it and dropped it off today"?
No, she would not.
That would go. That would just be real bad.
I might as well. As soon as I take this dog somewhere else, I might as well take my shit with me.
Well, what is the purpose of a no-kill shelter?
I don't. And she keeps telling me that a lot of these no-kill shelters won't accept any more animals, and I think that's probably true
they're
because
full.
they're full, and they're full because they're no-kill shelters.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, you got to
Well, I mean that they can't take them, not that they don't kill the dogs.
Yeah.
That dog's going to be perfect for a single person that can give all their time. They work from home. They can give all their attention to the dog. It'll be perfect. You just got to find the right person. You might, Ace. I think Ace was right. You're going to have to do all the legwork, but it'll be worth it.
I mean, and you'll have to just keep. Honestly, Rob, I see it as you'll have to just keep a barrage of. What about this guy? Hey, I got this. There's this person. This lady wants to see the dog. You can come look at her place. We've got 5 options here to look at this weekend. Like, oh man, he's really serious about this now.
Say, I'll even put the gas in your car.
Yeah.
If you want to go visit.
Hell no, I ain't.
Check them out.
You still won't do.
That might be helpful though in this case.
Yeah.
On the way to go visit them, be sure to get out and put the gas in the car just to kind of help.
Yeah, butter her up.
Butter her up a little bit. Yep. Because just think how it's a small price to pay.
We'll ditch
For
that
the peace
dog.
and harmony that's coming once it's all over with, Rob.
We'll go get chicken critters after this. And it'll be like, we'll make a day of it, getting rid of the dog.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.
Hey, it's Ace. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, I'm getting ready for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 golf tournament. So I'm working on it on here on the turf field at Jet Fitness 24/7. It's all to benefit Peyton's promise. Get signed up at acetj.com/golf.
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like these all-new boneless chicken wings. Juicy all-white meat chicken, lightly breaded and baked to a crispy golden brown. Try them with our new zesty sauce. Find our new boneless wings on the Papa Pairings menu. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Here we are drinking, like you needed a reason to get deeper. Telling all of your secrets, you were the first to let go of your fears.
Order Calitrin to help you lose weight. It's scientifically proven to do so. The prices are great right now, and they even have payment plans. So you need to check on all of that at acetj.com/weight loss. Order it today. It's Calitrin.
It doesn't matter what you want to do. You can have a great time doing it this summer in Gaston County, North Carolina. Hiking, biking, paddling, great places to eat, drink, shop. Go to acetj.com/Gaston to see all the great stuff happening this summer in Gaston County, North Carolina. If you have nagging pain, imagine being rid of that nagging pain with no medication, no surgery, and no downtime. It could happen thanks to Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, Neogenics. Call 704-727-6551 or go to acetj.com/Neogenics.
The dictionary defines extra as extravagant, excessive. Yeah, sounds about right. This is the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Riggins, you'd be all for getting one of those automated cars when they're more popular, being able to just sit and have the car drive you. You would trust it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't like that.
I don't like it at all.
It might be like, I don't know.
Now, I forgot to tell y'all. I rode when I was in Houston. One of my friends was there, and he just got a Tesla, like a little fun car to ride around in. But he drove his Tesla over, and we went to grab breakfast on Saturday morning, and he was showing us how it will drive itself. TJ, he was showing how it worked, and he let it, and it come into a light. He took his hands off the wheel, just sat back and rode, and it just pulls up, stops. When light turns green, when cars begin to go, it goes, and it was fine. It drove just fine.
Yeah.
But I don't care for it. Yeah.
I think electric cars should be banned. Gonna mess up our electrical grid, and then we're gonna be in big trouble.
Yeah. He said it tacked on about we were doing the math about an extra hour to his drive because it was a long drive for him, but because the stops are a little bit longer, so you got to stop for takes some of the places 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes to charge up, depending on the power of the charge. Yeah. But I did not know this. I did not know that when you use the Tesla routing system, like Google, like their version of Google Maps, it routes you to charging stations along the way.
Yeah, so it basically gives you directions to look like a dweeb sitting out there in the car while it's charging up. I would have taken an Uber to dinner. rather than riding an electric car.
It was fun. I was looking forward to it. It was
Loved
interesting.
riding an electric car.
I found it very interesting.
If that, they need to be banned.
Give me a
ban
Rivian.
Ban
Yeah.
them all.
He does laugh though because he's not liberal by any stretch of the imagination. But when he
Yes,
got
he
it,
is.
they were telling him. When he got it, they were telling him, the advantages of the electric car and all that. And he said he mentioned to them like, well, I mean, y'all mine these batteries from all these places, and got into the whole thing. And that's it. You still use coal to do it and all that. The guy was like, okay, just went on to something else. Kind of ignored him.
Yeah, he still bought it.
Still bought it. Loves it. Little fun toy to have.
So he's a liberal. Which friend?
My friend Scott.
Oh yeah,
He's dead to TJ now.
Yeah.
that's the pilot one.
Yes.
No. Yeah, he's got to be a liberal. He lives on a boat.
He does live on a boat. It's a pretty sweet boat.
Is that
It's
a
a
new
pontoon.
is that a new marker of liberalism?
Yeah, it's a pontoon. He just pulls the cover up over it at night. lives, lives off the water. But anyway, they say that that those automated cars are supposed to get rid of all traffic jams, but they're seeing that's not the case. Shockingly, it's actually causing more congestion on the highway. When you look at stuff like that, well, they say, well, who the hell is they?
Well, how would
Who
it
is
get
it they?
rid of?
The makers of the automated car, the environmental nuts that are pushing all these things. Who is it? Like the same people who said that stupid ass Segway scooter thing was going to change transportation forever across the world and all that. Well, they didn't. They just made people look goofy. Who's got one of those things? You know anybody personally that has a Segway?
No.
All I can think about when I think of Segway is that
Paul Blart?
Paul Blart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mall cop.
But damn, Kevin James was good on that thing. He
was.
He could do some shit.
How would that get rid of traffic jams?
Because there'd be no looky-loos or anybody making any mistakes in traffic that would cause it to back up.
What?
That's what I'm figuring. They're saying it's just the perfect driving experience because the machine is doing it. The machine's not going to be nosy and stop and look over and see what's going on over there and cause a bunch of rubbernecking.
Yeah. Or somebody driving slow in the left lane when you're like, just get over or go. There's nothing in front of you.
Yeah.
That car will go.
Yeah, it'd go right off the road.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's why they say it doesn't cause traffic jams because all of them run off the road.
They all break down.
Yeah, blow up. But I think I used to say I don't like an automated car because that would hurt our careers when we were just on the radio. But now that our whole show has a video aspect to it and all, people will just watch it while they're riding around.
Sure.
Yeah, because nobody's just going to listen to the radio
No.
if they don't have to keep their eyes on the road or anything. They'll be looking at TV. Sure. Would you sit in the front or the back?
Front.
Yeah, I'd still sit in the
Still
front.
gotta be
You
in
wouldn't
front.
sit in the back like you're being chauffeured?
No.
If it's my car, no.
In the driver's seat or passenger?
Drivers.
Why?
In case something goes wrong.
Yeah, you kind of need to be there.
I don't
but-
trust the thing that much.
Yeah, if it says something about it like it's malfunctioning, you want to be able to quickly get on that.
Yeah, but it shouldn't.
I know it shouldn't.
It
but
shouldn't be malfunctioning. If you trust it, you trust it.
I've used
I'd say get in the back.
I use a computer every day for work, and I don't trust that shit's not going to just mess up someday.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, why would you trust your life with it, a computer?
That's
just sitting there and the thing could, it could lock up. And next thing you know, kablooey.
You trust computers all day long.
Not for my safety.
Sure you do.
That I'm not in control of. I don't get inside of a computer and say,
you got-
get
Totally
me.
disagree.
You got
What
ABS
do I
brakes?
do?
The computer that's already in your car. I mean, there's computers loaded
But it's
into your
not.
truck.
But the
in your
computer
gas-powered
is
truck.
not completely powering the vehicle. I'm pushing the gas. I'm hitting the brake. I'm steering. The computer just
airplane.
makes the radio good.
Computer.
There's computers in everything
I know that.
that you are in no control of. You get in an airplane.
Well, that has people, though. There are pilots.
Yeah, there's not a ghost.
You're not in
There's
control.
not a-
His argument was
But
that
I'm saying,
in control.
I'm
of it.
talking about the. You know what I mean? That's manned by a professional. It's not just some ghost man sitting up in there. driving the car.
I like
you
that.
know.
I like the idea of that though.
We got a ghost man.
Oh no, the
Well,
ghost man took over.
I ride in the back because
No.
the ghost man's taking over.
Well, y'all don't know what that means. When you're a kid and you don't have enough players, and you're playing baseball, and you're on base, but it's your turn to bat again, you say, "All right, ghost man on second," meaning that holds the spot for me.
No,
You know, and the ghost man scored.
That's right. The ghost man
Yeah,
scored
second.
first. And then,
So the ghost man driving the car.
I forgot about the ghost man. He had to set that rule too. If the man on first and third and the ghost man's on second, it's like ghost man doesn't score unless man on first scores. We don't count that.
So that's ghost man driving a car.
Ghost man driving the car. Watch out.
Now, how is an electric car? I mean, an automated car going to take you through the woods if you're hunting, off-roading? How's that going to work?
Right.
An electric truck.
You shut your damn mouth. You just shut your damn mouth right now.
Not if I got America.
Hell no. Hell no.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast. More next.